She is too much beautiful, so most of the boys run after her and want to influence her. She is too much beautiful, so most of the boys run after her and want to influence her. Here, the word beautiful is a pleasant adjective. In front of the pleasant adjective, we must not use too much. So we have to replace too much by very. So the error is in option A. Here too much is replaced by very since the word beautiful is a pleasant adjective. Number 2. The taxi driver who had come to receive us at the airport was speaking fluently French. The taxi driver who had come to receive us at the airport was speaking fluently French. Here the word fluently is an adverb of manner. There is a rule, that is, adverbs of manner, place and time are generally placed after the verb, and if there is an object in a sentence, the adverbs of time, manner and place must be placed generally after the object. So here the object is French. So the adverb fluently must be placed after the object French. So the correct sentence is, the taxi driver who had come to receive us at the airport was speaking French fluently. Speaking French fluently. This is the correct format. So in this question, the error is in option C. Question number 3. The observers feel that the stronger team has to face defeat because the players don't play wholehearted. The observers feel that the stronger team has to face defeat because the players don't play wholehearted. Here don't play is a verb. The word which qualifies the verb must be an adverb. So we have to replace wholehearted by wholeheartedly. Since wholeheartedly is qualifying the word don't play. Therefore, the correct format is because the players don't play wholeheartedly. The observers feel that the stronger team has to face defeat because the players don't play wholeheartedly. The error is in option C. Question number 4. Although he is usually rude with everyone, he behaved nice with all of us. Although he is usually rude with everyone, he behaved nice with all of us today. Here behaved is a verb. How he behaved nice. So nice is an adverb which qualifies the verb behaved. So we have to replace nice by nicely. So the correct format is, although he is usually rude with everyone, he behaved nicely with all of us today. He behaved nicely with all of us today. So there is an option C. Question number 5. In spite of toiling very hardly, he realized that he had not earned anything substantial. In spite of toiling very hardly, he realized that he had not earned anything substantial. Here look at the word hardly. Hardly means never. But see the word toiling. What is toiling? Trying very hard. That is toil. Trying very hard or working very hard. So, hardly is wrong. Okay, because the meaning of hard is never. Toiling is trying very hard. So, we have to replace the word hardly by hard. So, we have to replace the word hardly by hard. So, the error is in option B. So, the correct sentence is, in spite of toiling very hard. In spite of toiling very hard. So, the error is in option B. Question number 6. Hard had he thrown the ball when it fell on the ground. Hard had he thrown the ball when it fell on the ground. Here the meaning of the sentence hard he thrown the ball is he had never thrown the ball. That is the meaning. So the word corresponding to never is not hard. It is hardly. So we have to replace hard by hardly. So the error is in option A. On the other way, hard is a verb. A verb cannot act as a subject. Okay. So in that way also error is in option A. Hard is a verb. It cannot act as a subject. But hardly can be used as a subject. So here the error is in option A. We have to replace hard by hardly. So the correct format is hardly had he thrown the ball when it fell on the ground. There is an option A. Question number 7. The worker was paid poor for his dedication and hard work. The worker was paid poor for his dedication and hard work. Here was paid is verb. So the verb, how the worker was paid? He was paid poor. So poor must be an adverb. Poor must be an adverb. The correct format of an adverb is we have to add ly. Therefore poor, poorly. Okay, poor, poorly is an adverb. So there is an option B. There is an option B. In this sentence, we have to replace poor by poorly because poorly must be an adverb. It is qualifying the verb was paid. So the correct format is the worker was paid poorly. The worker was paid poorly. Option B is, there is an error in option B. Question number 8. Shaker comes usually to my house on Sunday. Shaker comes usually to my house on Sunday. Here usually is an adverb of frequency. There is a rule, that is, adverbs of frequency must be generally placed before verbs. Here the verb is comes. So we have to place the adverb of frequency usually before the verb comes. Before the verb comes. That is, the correct format of the sentence is Shaker usually comes to my house on Sunday. Since usually is an adverb of frequency, we are placing it before the verb. We are placing it before the verb. Shaker usually comes to my house on Sunday. This is the correct sentence. Therefore, the error is in option A. Question number 9. He was looking impatient at the visitor who showed no signs of leaving the room. He was looking impatient at the visitor who showed no signs of leaving the room. Here the verb was looking. Here the was looking is a verb. And the word impatient must be an adverb which qualifies the verb was looking. So we have to replace impatient by impatiently. Replace impatient by impatiently. Therefore, the correct format is he was looking impatiently at the visitor. He was looking impatiently at the visitor. Therefore, the error is in option A. Question number 10. I was delighted to see him full recovered. I was delighted to see him full recovered. Here, recovered is a verb and full is an adverb of frequency. But there is a mistake that we should not use full. Okay, we have to add ly there. Therefore, we must replace full by fully. So the error is in option C. The correct sentence is I was delighted to see him fully recovered. I was delighted to see him fully recovered. So the error is in option C. Question number 11. The old man continued living an independent life and never asked anyone for help. The old man continued living an independent life and never asked anyone for help. Here, independently life. This is wrong because life is a noun. Okay, the word which qualifies a noun is an adjective. Okay, the word which qualifies a noun is an adjective. So we have to remember, we should remember the rule. That is, there is a rule. That is, we must not confuse adverb and adjective. Okay, here it is confused. Okay, life is a noun, so we have to use adjective. Therefore, there is an option B. It is not independently. We have to replace it by independent. So we have to cut that ly. Ly should not come. Okay. So the correct sentence is the old man continued living an independent life. Independent life. Independent is an adjective. The rule here is we must not confuse adverbs and adjectives. So there is an option B. Question number 12. He will have to pay dear for his foolishness. He will have to pay dear for his foolishness. Here to pay is a verb. How he will have to pay? Dear, in a dearly manner. Okay, in a dearly manner. So adverbs of manner should be used here. Okay, so we have to replace dear by dearly. Dear by dearly. So there is an option C. The correct sentence is he will have to pay dearly for his foolishness. Dearly. Dearly is an adverb. So there is an option C. Question number 13. The government of any country always should make public sanitation an important part of its agenda. The government of any country always should make public sanitation an important part of its agenda. Here, always should make. Okay. Look at the words. Always should make. Okay. Should is an auxiliary verb. Make is a main verb. And always is an adverb of frequency. Always is an adverb of frequency. Always is an adverb of frequency. So what you have to see here is adverb of frequency must be placed before the verb. Okay, especially the main verb. What is the main verb here? Make is the main verb. Therefore, the correct format is should always make. Okay, the adverb of frequency must be placed generally before the main verb. So the correct format is should always make. There is an option B. The correct sentence is the government of any country should always make public sanitation an important part of its agenda. Here is an option B. Question number 14. As he was running fastly, he was knocked down by a speeding car. As he was running fastly, he was knocked down by a speeding car. Here, look at the word fastly. Fastly is not an English word, okay? Instead of fastly, we write fast. And one thing we have to remember, that is fast can be used in both sense, that is in adjective sense and also in adverb sense. Okay, fast is a word which can be used in adjective sense as well as adverb sense. Here fast is used in which sense? Adverb sense, because fast is qualifying the verb was running. Okay, so fastly is an error. So the error is in option A. Fastly is not an English word. We have to replace fastly by fast. Fast can be used in adjective manner and also in adverb manner. But here in this question it is used in the adverbial manner. Error is in option A. The correct format is as he was running fast. Question number 15. The combination of a base of imported technology and capabilities Built up indigenous led initially to product and process involvement. The combination of a base of imported technology and capabilities built up indigenous led initially product and process involvement. Here, built up indigenous. Built up is a built up is a verb, and indigenous must be an adverb which qualifies the verb built up. So we have to replace indigenous by indigenously, then only it is an adverb. So there is an option B. Question number 16. She was so emotional stable that she was not moved by the decision to suspend her. She was so emotional stable that she was not moved by their decision to suspend her. Here, stable is an adjective. Stable is an adjective. And the word emotional, which is an adverb. Okay. An adverb can also qualify an adjective. Okay. So emotional must be an adjective, and we have to replace emotional by emotionally. So we have to add ly there. So there is an option B, and the correct format is she was so emotionally stable. She was so emotionally stable. Okay, emotionally is an adverb. Therefore, emotionally. There is an option B. Question number 17. I saw a suddenly change in the weather last night. I saw a suddenly change in the weather last night. Here, suddenly is qualifying the word change. Therefore, it must be a adjective. Okay, so what we have to remember here is the rule that is we must not confuse an adjective and adverb. Okay, here sudden, we have to replace the word suddenly by sudden. Sudden is an adjective. Okay, so the correct format is I saw a sudden change in the weather last night. There is an option A. I saw a sudden change. Question number 18. Your scooter would not have given you trouble if you had maintained it proper. Yes, your scooter would not have given you trouble if you had maintained it proper. Here, had maintained is a verb. Okay. So the word proper is an adverb, which is qualifying the verb had maintained. So we have to add properly. ly, add ly and replace proper by properly. Since it is an adverb, the correct format is properly. So there is an option C. Your scooter would not have given you trouble if you had maintained it properly. There is an option C. Question number 19. She seldom or ever has sweet talks with her son. She seldom or ever has sweet talks with her son. Here there is a rule, that is seldom is always followed by never. Okay, because seldom and never are in the negative sentence. Okay, they are in the negative sentence. They are negative sentence words. So what is the rule here? Seldom is always followed by never. Here ever is used. So we have to replace ever by never, and therefore there is an option A. Question number 20. He is very senior to me, so I dare not disrespect him. He is very senior to me, so I dare not disrespect him. Here the word senior is a unique word. One thing we have to keep it in our mind is the word senior is a unique word. And the second thing, in the sentence a comparative degree is used. Okay, there is a comparison between he and me. There is a comparative degree. Okay, so the adverb used here is very. Very is an adverb here. Very is an adverb. Okay, the adverb is very. So in order to enhance the comparative degree, instead of very, we must use much here. Okay, much senior. Then the comparative degree is enhanced here. The quality of the comparative degree is enhanced by that verb much. So we are replacing very by much. So the correct format is he is much senior to me. He is much senior to me. There is an option A. Thank you.